Hey everyone, Peachy Contello here. Ooh, I feel nice. Ah, feels so special. So this is what it feels like to relax, eh? Oh my gosh. Honey. I decided to I did dishes and whatever. The baby, because he stayed with dad, he didn't nap as long today. He did a 20-minute power nap, so he was really tired. So he's in bed. He's sleeping. He went to sleep early. I am just in here with this diva one here. This diva one who just does ridiculous things and makes ridiculous requests. Just a minute ago, he was smacking himself on the head. I'm like, why are you? 4-year-olds are weird. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you're going to have kids, if you're thinking about kids, 4-year-olds are a little bit, just a little bit, because he's smacking himself on the head. And I'm like, I thought maybe he's in pain or something happened. Like maybe he has a headache. I was gonna grab the kid's Tylenol. I'm like, why are you smacking yourself on the head? He's smacking himself on the head. I asked him why. He says, because he's trying to see his eyebrows. I kid you not. I kid you not. He's trying to see his eyebrows. Nobody can see their. Telling you guys, 4-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and they say terrible twos or terrible threes or whatever. But trust me, when they get to four, it's a whole other ball game. Okay, it's a whole other ball game. You don't know. So when he was two and people complained about 4-year-olds, I was just like, yeah, I have a really hyper 2-year-old. I thought it was like, you know, just maybe they're just talking about kids that are hyper in general, like toddlerish ages that are hyper. No, there's something very special, something very very special about 4-year-olds. Liam, please don't blow those bubbles and spill everywhere. Go sit down at the table until you finish eating. But what? There's something very
I
special.
want a magnifying glass.
No, I don't have a magnifying glass. We'll have to go to the store to buy magnifying glasses. We don't have any right now. Okay, the last one I bought you, you broke it. So now I don't got no more. Go sit at the table and finish your food and your drink, please. Anyways, so yeah, I decided to sit down. I was just like, you know what? I deserve a break. I deserve to treat myself a little bit. It's not that there's no things to be done in the house. Trust me, there is no lack of chores in this house. There's always something to be done. There's laundry right now downstairs that I just washed for the kids. It's dry. It's sitting in the dryer. I didn't get it because I am not even done folding the last laundry batch of laundry that I did. The laundry ended up in the wash because my husband was like, "Oh, they're out of." My husband this morning, he's like, "The kids are out of clothes. Can we wash their laundry?" Almost like as if like I'm not keeping up with it, or I don't know. I guess maybe he just wanted clothes, but he did not bother to look. This basket has been sitting here all week, waiting to be folded. Okay. And when he had spare time, he sits and he watches shows. He watches TV. You can watch TV and fold laundry. So guess what? I have spare time now. I'm gonna sit here and watch TV. I'm gonna leave that laundry right there. And you know me, I'm always busy, so I'm doing my hair. That's my excuse. I'm still multitasking. I'm just doing my hair. I'm telling you guys. Life as a mom. I don't know. It's the hardest as far as like unbalanced distribution of like responsibilities when people become parents. It's uncomparable. It's uncomparable. You cannot compare. Motherhood and fatherhood are just uncomparable. I think the whole biology sets us up for that type of stage because mothers, we become mothers at conception, right? Whereas dads, they have to see the baby and bond with the baby. Not just see it, they have to then take time to bond with the baby for them to be fathers. But for us, bonding period already started in the womb. So by the time the baby comes out, we are well acquainted with this child, and dads are still stumbling around trying to figure things out that we've already figured out. So I feel like that sets us up in a little bit. I mean, socialization does play a big part as well in our society. 'Cause like I always say, Men get patted on the back for just looking at their children. Mothers, we're sucking snot out of our kids' noses with our mouths and like not sleeping for years on end, and nobody says boo. Nobody says boo. Nobody says great job. Nobody says nothing. It's just expected. It's just always expected. So this is just me taking a little bit of my power back and just saying, you know what? Yeah, I know I do a lot already. I already do a lot. So I'm gonna give myself that time. The baby sleeps early. I'm gonna, fix my hair, walking around with this rat's nest. I need to detangle it. And like I showed you guys, I was braiding the leave outs. Yeah, it was a big mistake to leave these free extensions out here that I wanted to curl. It looked nice for like a couple of days. It did look nice for a couple of days, but then they started tangling. So, tips for anybody, just buy extensions that are already curled, that are specifically curled for this type of style, okay? Then you're not going to get this issue. So now I have to detangle all this mess and fix it up. But I'm gonna watch the show. I found a show. I found a really good show, and this kind of show. It's on It's not Netflix. Sorry, I was looking on Netflix, but I didn't see anything interesting. But I found a show on Prime because, like I told you, I pay for the Prime membership, but I never really ever get to watch a show because I never get to sit down. I'm always busy, always doing something. Like I look, laundry basket right here. Another one is in the dryer, waiting to be folded by yours truly. No, not today, honey. Not so high. I'm giving myself time. If nobody else has the initiative to fold their children's laundry, I don't want to hear anybody coming to me talking about the kids don't have laundry. No, figure it out. Figure it out. There are two adults in this house, okay? Figure it out. I'm done. No more Mr. Nice Guy for me. I am done with this foolishness. I can't just be running around fixing everything for everyone and not have time for myself. This show, Emergency, is so amazing. I've already watched 52 minutes of it while the kids were playing outside. And then when baby got tired, I brought him in, fed him, and he's sleeping. So I'm gonna watch the rest of it. It's an hour 45 long, and I've watched 52 minutes. This is the most TV I've watched, guys, in I think, oh, I don't even know how many years. How many years have gone by? I don't know. But it's amazing. It feels great. It feels wonderful to just sit here like this. Now I get it. Because sometimes I'm like the other day, I don't know if you saw the live where I took Liam outside to plant his um bread tree that he wanted to plant. I come back inside and the baby's wandering around over there holding a plastic fork, and I'm looking for my husband. My husband's right here just watching TV, and I'm like, dude, aren't you watching your baby? Aren't you watching your baby? Like, he's got a fork in his hand. I don't think that's exactly the safest thing for an infant. But yeah, like, whatever. I get it. This feels nice. Just sit here, forget about all the other responsibilities, forget about chores. Anyways, instead of me wasting my TV time, yeah. Okay, so you need to get. Oh, fan is gonna make you cold. Fan is for cold. So you're saying you're cold and you need the fan on? It doesn't make any sense. This boy says he's cold and he needs the fan on. Which one? If you're cold, if you put fan on, you're gonna get even more cold. Fan doesn't make you warm, it makes you cold. You know what makes you warm? If you get down and get out of those wet clothes you're wearing and put dry clothes. There's a whole basket full of dry clothes. You can dig through here, find your clothes, and put them on. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go back and watch this show Emergency. It's so awesome. Like these three guys, they like find this girl in their dorm room. I think they're like university university guys, like freshmen or something, and they're supposed to go to some party, but then they find this um like high school white girl in their dorm, and these are two black guys and one like maybe Hispanic. His name's Carlos, anyways. But what is it? So they're panicking because they know they can't just call the police. Oh my gosh, I'm giving it all away. They can't just call the police because obviously the police are going to be like, oh, look at these three brown people and one girl and a high schooler too who's like intoxicated or roofied or something. So they're scared about what's going to happen. So they decide to take her to the hospital. But then her sister, who actually brought her to the university for a party, um, is looking for her. So her sister and her friends are looking for this girl, and it's just the turn of events of like what people assume. It's also a social commentary because it's like showing you how afraid, people of color, especially like black men or brown men, are in society to interact with or call the police. Something that you wouldn't even think twice about to, oh, I'm gonna call the police in this situation. They have to think twice because they're thinking, wait, this scene doesn't look good. We're the ones that are gonna be suspect from the word go, and we might end up losing our lives. So they're on this quest to try to help this girl at the same time because they don't want to just ditch her anywhere. She's she's a high schooler. Um, and she's a girl, and if you ditch her anywhere, something worse could happen to her. So they're trying to help her, at the same time they're trying to help themselves and save their own lives from ending up being victims of police brutality or police killings, right? Which we all know is something that it does happen way too much. It happens too much, I would say. Okay. So it's very interesting to see their dialogue and just how they're maneuvering through this situation. And it just reminded me, like, I was just thinking to myself, I wish hubby was here to see this because I was going to tell him, like, I want you to develop the kind of relationship with your sons that if they ever find themselves in a situation like that, where some white girls in their dorm or any situation where they're afraid to call the police because of racial profiling, that they might end up in a worse situation if they did. I want them to feel safe enough to call him for help. I don't want them to feel like, oh gosh, if we call our dad, we're going to be in trouble. Like, there's worse trouble out there that society can. Liam, you're going to go to bed. Stop it. So why are you making those noises? Nobody can breathe and blow through a straw at the same time. It's not just you. No one can do that. So stop screaming about that. It's impossible. Are you guys serious? This boy's trying to blow through a straw. He has a straw in his apple juice bottle. And he's trying to blow through the straw and breathe at the same time. And that's what he's screaming about. All the squealing you're hearing, that's I'm gonna go. I need to watch my show. In a minute, I'm gonna put him upstairs. If he keeps playing, he's gonna go upstairs to his room and he's going to bed. I'm not playing. Not today. Today is mommy's chill day. I'm chilling. I'm telling you, this weekend, I'm gonna go watch my movie. I'm tired of this mess. People making excuses and just taking my time for granted and just making their plans, and falling asleep, going for naps while I'm supposed to have my me time. I want my self care time. I want my me time. And I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go watch a movie with my friends on Saturday. And today I'm gonna watch a show and I'm gonna finish a show. I'm gonna actually finish a movie. Okay. I'm gonna do it like we say in Africa, by force. By fire, by force. I'm gonna finish it. Alright. So, anyways, and I'm also gonna do my hair at the same time. Just cause, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful night. Always remember to be kind to yourselves and always, always, always be your own best friend first, okay? Ciao.